Hey people, it's Aisha, vlogger for Newsflash. Feeling a little bit under the weather, that's why I look a little crazy, but wanted to say hey and just come do this vlog for you today and to share my experience, which is what led me to talk about it in this vlog. So today I had to go to Sally Beauty Supply because I had to pick up some stuff for my daughter's hair. And plus, you know, guys, I love hair stuff. You already know that from my other vlogs. But went there. I got there a little early. They opened at 11. Nobody was in there, it appeared. So I went to another store, whatever. Came back, got there, and went inside, whatever. Got the items I needed for my daughter's hair. Got in line. And as I'm in line, the woman who was at the front of the register, she's saying all this stuff to the cashier. She's like, you know, I was here at 11, and actually I was here a few minutes earlier, and I saw you inside. You wouldn't open the door, and I'm just curious as to why you wouldn't open the door. But you know what? I'm gonna be nice. This is what the lady is saying. So, you know, myself and the other two patrons that were waiting, we were just like, doo, 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 doo. Okay. So I'm like, all right. I should actually have prefaced this whole thing by saying that there was myself, another African-American woman, and a Caucasian woman in line. So the lady that is going kind of like mid-off on the cashier is like, you know, I kind of was wondering if you didn't open the door because of this, and like pointed to her skin. So the Caucasian lady chimed in. I don't know why she chimed in. I learned a long time ago, mind the business. But anyway, she chimed in. She said, oh, no, you know, I was here too a little early. That probably didn't have nothing to do with that. I saw that she was counting the cash or whatever. So then the cashier, she starts talking about how the other day they were short. So she just was checking the drawer or whatever. So the African-American lady that was kind of like mid going off on the cashier says to the Caucasian lady who voluntarily chimed in, she said, oh no, you can't assume that it's not about skin color because you don't know, you haven't lived this life. Then she looks at me. By the way, I'm always that one that people bring stuff in. I don't know. I don't know. And she looks at me and she says, right, sis? I'm like, I'm just trying to get some hair products for my daughter. You know, I don't have, I was here early too. I had to go to Walmart. So anyway, I say all this to say, on the heels of this election, and I'm not going to go into great detail about the election, but we are still on the heels of the election. Some people, even that I know, have described it as like, you know, the worst day ever, the day after. You know, I will not chime in on anything in reference to that. But I will say that I have noticed a lot of changes as far as people's inward feelings coming outward as in reference to what has happened in this election. You know, whether people were woke or not, I think people's eyes are open, and it's concerning. And I guess my question is, do you feel that people are more emotional have been more emotional after this election, and have, you know, brought up a lot of things as far as race relations more so often? Whether it be something like as simple as, you know, the Sally Beauty Supply store door not being open 5 minutes before 11, or something more serious that you've noticed, whether it's at work, you know, school, wherever. Are you noticing that ever since, you know, this election experience? Just curious to hear what your thoughts and opinions are in reference to this, because I really feel like those inward feelings on both ends have been expressed outwardly. And where do we go from here? So curious to read your comments, and I'm really hoping that you all have a fantabulous Sunday and an even better, greater start to the week. Take care and continue to be blessed.